Cyberpunk 2077 is back with some brand new changes that has completely changed the game from what you have previously seen, and CD Projekt Red has shared some of the biggest changes they've made to the game and how everything's going to be different from what we got to see before. So stick around till the end of this video because there is some huge information in this video that might leave half of the community really excited and also leave the rest of the half completely disappointed at the same time looking at the new changes. So let's see if the new changes are going to be your cup of a tea for Cyberpunk 2077 or maybe not. Now folks, for all of you guys who have not subscribed to this channel or those who don't bother leaving a like on the video to support the time and research we content creators put into every video we make, it would really make my day if you guys could simply pause this video and drop a like on this video and then continue watching it back again. It would hardly take a few seconds to do it, so please show your boys some support so that I can at least feel that you guys are appreciating the content I spend the whole day researching and recording and editing all of these videos so that I can bring you guys content every single day. Now with that being said, let's get back to the actual video. Hey, what's going on folks, Blackwoods here and welcome back to another Cyberpunk 2077 news video. And today CD Projekt Red has made an announcement regarding the new game changes they've been working on with Cyberpunk 2077 and how the game is now designed in a way to make it completely player choices based role-playing game unlike any other games they have worked on before. Now they've given us a full in-depth of how new character creation and how your custom player created characters are going to be affecting the storyline of the game itself. The lead content producer at CD Projekt Red has given us an in-depth detail on how your character V will be played in the game. But he said the reason why they had to remove the gender system from the character creation was not to prevent the controversial agenda, but to give the players more option to make characters that they want to make, which doesn't really matter if they want to make a human being or a completely different alien, cyborg, or whatever kind of species you guys want to. It's up to the players to decide what they want to roleplay the story as. Now, upon asking him if a player creates his or her character different from other players, will that affect in any story gameplay or dialogue changes or the whole storyline or not? To which he responded saying, the ability of you choosing your character doesn't come with generic impact in the actual storyline, but however, the dialogue options and multiple random gameplay decisions you as a player make will change the way the storyline and your gameplay experiences changes. And of course, this will have no impact on how you create your character or what gender your character is, whether it's a male or female or whatever alien species you want to make or create yourself. That will not make any changes to your storyline or gameplay apart from just how your character looks. Now, Michael Steck, the lead content creator at CD Projekt Red, also wanted to explain us on why they wanted to make these changes to their game, where he explains that they want players to depend more towards your gameplay style and the gameplay path, and the dialogue options that the player decides to choose from should be the main focus towards how they want to play their game and not depend on how your character customizations is going to be impacting your storyline or your gameplay experience or whatsoever. He said that these new changes will significantly make the role-playing experience much better when playing Cyberpunk 2077 as to how you want to play your game rather than letting the game decide how you should play each and every one of your scenarios. Now, I would say that these new changes are not really bad if you look at the role-playing side of things, but I completely do understand that CD Projekt Red wants to focus more towards the RPG style open world game which narrates the story to how the players wants to play their game rather than depending on the character creation, which I believe is a really healthy change made there. But at the same time, it is also a big deal losing the purpose of your character creation and customizing them and spending time in developing your character if there is no benefits or if the character in game don't even notice you as a human being, or if you're a male or female or whatever you guys want to be called as or noticed as, which I think will leave many people disappointed at the same time, including myself. At this point, I honestly think that they should consider keeping both RPG-styled player choices, role-playing mechanisms, along with some gender options, or at least give us an option where we as a players could choose if the NPCs in the game should detect our character as a he or she, which would make the role-playing much more realistic and immersive at the same time. This could be a big win-win for both the sides of requirements that people want to see being added into the game. Now, Michael Steck says that CD Projekt Red wants us players to connect to ourselves with the player-created protagonist in first-person perspective rather than the third-person spectator perspective, similar to what we've seen with The Witcher 3, where we just got to watch Geralt do his thing in his own story, but it's just like we are spectating any other character in a game. But in Cyberpunk, however, we'll get to experience our story as us being the character that decides how, what, and when to do things based on our gameplay styles and different kinds of options that we have to choose, including dialogues and multiple decisions along your gameplay journey. Now, he also said that Cyberpunk 2077's release is going to be the biggest turning point for CD Projekt Red, and this game must and will be the best game that CD Projekt Red has ever made. And he also went on and said that if you guys enjoyed The Witcher 3, then Cyberpunk 2077 will be much better than what you got to experience with the other games. So obviously, CD Projekt Red seems to be very passionate and confident about what they're working on with Cyberpunk 2077, and I would love to see how these work out for them, and I hope the game turns out to be as good as what they claim it is going to be. Now, with all of these news kept aside, I now want to know, what do you think about this new change that has been made to Cyberpunk 2077? Do you think it's a good change, or do you have any other suggestions or new ways of changing up the game for good? Leave your opinions, thoughts, and ideas in the comments, as it does help the developers at CD Projekt Red see what the community wants and what we don't. And they've also been in touch with a lot of us content creators, asking us for suggestions on what the community thinks about their games and their ideas. And they've also been connecting to us YouTube creators via podcast and a couple of other interviews and sorts of things, where we content creators and the developers get to share each other's ideas along with the community members in the live streams, which of course has led to all of these new changes that has been brought up to Cyberpunk 2077. So if you guys want Cyberpunk 2077 to be a perfect game for you, then do not hesitate to leave all of your ideas for the game in the comments down below. And also, if you guys want to win a free pre-order copy of Cyberpunk 2077 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC, then let me know in the comments on which platform do you guys want the game on, and also make sure you enter the giveaway link that I've dropped in the description of this video down below. With that being said, if you made it this far and enjoyed the content, and if you want to watch more Cyberpunk 2077 videos and connect yourself with the YouTube community, then make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell icon to get notified on any new updates on the game and all the contents that I post on this channel. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take care, fams, and goodbye.